Be honest. Do you only allow yourself to rest when you're absolutely exhausted, burned out, or completely falling apart? If the moment life is a bit calm, you feel guilty for not chasing the next thing, you're experiencing the world's addiction to constant doing. Your mind whispers, you're falling behind, you're being lazy, you'll lose everything. Eckhart Tolle would say, this isn't just a productivity problem, it's the ego's addiction to constant movement. In this video, we're going to explore the art of doing nothing, a practice that Tolle calls one of your greatest superpowers for clarity, peace, and real change. First, let's define what doing nothing actually means in Tolle's world, because it is not about laziness at all. When most people hear doing nothing, they think of scrolling, zoning out, lying in bed avoiding life. That's not what Eckhart Tolle means. Doing nothing in his world is not about being careless or unambitious. It's about dropping the constant inner effort to fix, improve, defend, and prove yourself for a moment, and allowing yourself to simply be here. On the outside, you might be sitting on a chair, staring out of the window, or feeling your breath. On the inside, something very different is happening. You're not chasing the next task. You're not replaying old arguments. You're not rehearsing who you need to be. You're just present. No role, no performance, no problem to solve in this exact second. It can look like nothing from the outside, but on the level of consciousness, it's everything. Your nervous system starts to downshift. Your thoughts slowly lose their grip. A quiet space opens up behind the noise. That space, that still, awake awareness, is what Tolle is pointing to. Doing nothing doesn't mean you stop caring about your life. It means you stop living as if your entire worth depends on non-stop movement. It's not an escape from life. It's where you reconnect with the part of you that isn't exhausted by life in the first place. If this deep stillness is the goal, how do you actually practice it? Stillness becomes a superpower when it moves from idea to small moments in your day. Here are 3 simple ways to practice it. Practice 1. 1 minute of just being, once or twice a day. Put your phone down. Sit or stand still for 60 seconds. Feel your breath and the weight of your body. Notice sounds around you. When the mind says, "This is pointless," just think, "For 1 minute, I'm allowed to simply be here." Practice 2. Do one thing without rushing. Pick one everyday action. Drinking tea, washing your face, walking. For that short moment, no multitasking, no phone. Just feel what you're doing. Outside, it looks like nothing. Inside, you're training your system to exist without constant mental noise. Practice 3. Let one question rest in stillness. When you're stuck on something, bring the question to mind. Stop analyzing. Sit quietly for a few minutes, feeling your breath and your body. You're not forcing an answer. You're letting it rise from a quieter place than overthinking. That's it. Tiny moments repeated often. That's how stillness stops being an idea and starts becoming your default home. If these practices are so simple, why does the mind resist them? If stillness feels uncomfortable to you, there's nothing wrong with you. Your mind has been trained to fear it. On one side, there's the ego. For the ego, your value equals what you do, fix, achieve, and prove. So, the moment you slow down, it whispers, "You're wasting time. You're being lazy. Other people are outworking you." Busyness becomes a way to avoid the scary question underneath. Who am I if I'm not constantly doing? We also live in a culture that celebrates hustle and constant productivity, reserving rest only for when you're completely broken. So when you sit in stillness, you're going against two powerful currents: your ego's fear of losing control and society's pressure to always be on. No wonder your mind tries to escape. It's not just discomfort, it's a whole identity structure, feeling threatened by something as simple as sitting quietly for a few minutes. But here's the quiet secret Tolle points to: the very thing your ego fears, stillness, pauses, empty space, is exactly where your deepest clarity and strength begin to appear. When you stop living and non-stop doing, your outside life might not change overnight, but your inner life does. You notice your nervous system isn't always on fire. You're a bit less reactive. You don't snap as fast. You catch yourself before the spiral. You start to feel subtle things again. The way light hits your wall in the morning, the taste of your tea, the quiet in the room when no one needs you. Problems don't vanish, but you're not meeting them from the same frantic, exhausted place. Tolle would say, you're starting to live from presence, not from the ego's constant push. You make decisions with a little more clarity and a little less panic. You work because it's time to work, not because you're terrified of stopping. You rest because it's time to rest, not only when your body collapses. And slowly, your value shifts from, look how much I'm doing, to, look how fully I can be here with whatever I'm doing or not doing. As we conclude, if doing nothing has always felt wrong, maybe it wasn't laziness you were afraid of. Maybe it was meeting yourself without all the noise. Stillness is not empty. It's where you remember who you are before the roles, the deadlines, and the pressure. If this video gave you permission to slow down even a little, to taste a bit more presence in your day, you can stay on this journey with me. Like, comment, or subscribe, so we can keep exploring Eckhart Tolle's way of living from stillness in the middle of a very busy world.